Hey guys!
What's up? Long time no see. We are sitting currently in Bangkok, Thailand at the W, and it is the first time we've been out of Singapore in any Southeast Asian country since we've moved to Singapore 2.5 years ago.
It was a very last minute decision. It's Friday right now.
Yep.
And on Tuesday, we were talking to our friend Angela, and she was planning on going to Saigon. And we were like, oh, we didn't actually realize that it was a long weekend.
Yeah, it's Vesak Day on Monday, so it's Buddha's birthday. It's a Buddha day.
So we literally spent all day Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, trying to plan this weekend trip very, very last minute.
We stumbled on a few little hurdles. I think the biggest one being getting a visa. So Saigon is in Vietnam. You do need a visa. It typically takes like 3 days to approve. So Angela was leaving Friday. We were like, oh, it's gonna be risky. We'd have to book everything, and if we don't get the visa approved, we wouldn't be able to go. Mm-hmm. So we then started thinking about what other countries are around here because, well, it's a long weekend and travel's...
You gotta make the most of it.
Yeah, exactly. Travel's getting easier, so we need to go somewhere. We need to finally do what we were meant to do, which is to travel. And we ended up here in Bangkok, Thailand.
Nothing like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. Cause baby, in your absence, life is boring, so I'll never leave.
So even though you don't need to get a visa, at least as a US citizen, to go to Thailand, you do still have to fill out this form, I guess you call it, for the Thai Pass, which is essentially a QR code of all of your information. Makes it so streamlined, so when you're at the airport, it's easier to just go through immigration and customs. Basically, you need
Passport information,
yep.
your COVID vaccine.
Yep. Or if you're not vaccinated, you can still travel here, but you need a negative test. You also need insurance, so you need proof of insurance that will cover any COVID emergencies that you have.
But it was a long process. So again, we're doing this very last minute.
Yeah.
We
kind of stressful.
Didn't realize we actually needed the Thai Pass, and a lot of websites that we were researching was saying that it would take 2 to 3 business days, and this
somewhere
again,
a week.
And this again is Tuesday night at this point.
Yeah.
So we were like, do we risk it? We needed to include our hotel information, our flight information, I think.
Yeah, so you have to book everything and bank on the fact that you would get the Thai Pass approved on time. These articles and things we were reading online are, even though it was a month ago or even less than a month ago, it's still out. It's somewhat outdated at that point because Thailand now has opened up a lot more. They're easing up on a lot of their restrictions. And they even said when we filled it out, it would be no more than a 48-hour turnaround time. So that made us feel a lot more like, okay, thank God we should be able to go. Mm-hmm. The scariest part for me though was when we, because our health insurance does cover COVID up to a lot more than the 10,000. But in the letter that I sent into the Thai Pass approval form, didn't really specify how much it was. And I was reading that people were getting turned down for Thai Pass because it wasn't stating the right information on the insurance. But thankfully, it did get approved. And in fact, it was the very next morning. So we slept on it, we're freaking out, and then...
We did wake up early, and we were checking our emails at 7 a.m., 8 a.m.
Yeah, we were. Because I think the biggest scare would be if we got turned down because of the insurance thing, then we'd have to resubmit it, and who knows how long again it would take. Mm-hmm. That's a little tidbit. If you guys are planning to travel here, I would double check your own health insurance through work or wherever you get your health insurance, because there's a chance that it might cover what you need in order to travel here. Because you'll go online and there's a lot of people advertising purchase these COVID insurance plans, and some of them are cheap, but it's money you don't necessarily need to spend if you already have it. So I would double check your own health insurance before you do that. this was probably the most last minute trip to any new destination
Yes.
that we've ever been to.
Like literally doing research, trying to watch all the YouTube videos of like all these popular places, but maybe things are a little different now with COVID. Maybe a lot of places aren't as open as they once were.
Yeah, definitely. So here we are. This is country number 20 something. But we're excited to take you along, so hope you guys enjoy.
By my side, shining through the cracks like the first morning light, feeling like a child through the
Let's go get coffee.
arms as years go by. It's easier to love, oh, oh, easier to love, oh, oh. There's nothing like the way that you adore me. I can feel love from miles away. And the light in your eyes tells me stories of life.
So here in Thailand, the cars drive on the same side as in Singapore, but usually in Singapore we walk on the left side. And here we notice that it's actually back to the US standards where you walk on the right side.
Perfect place where I wanna stay. It's easier to love with you by my side. Shining
So we're at Chatuchak market right now, and it's a pretty cool spot. We've got our coconut juice. I think it costs like about $1 US, so it's really not bad. But we just went through one section. This place is huge. There's literally a whole section with pets, like literally dogs and everything in small cages, which is kind of sad.
And exotic animals.
And animals. Yeah, for sure. Animals that we were not familiar with. But there's furniture sections. We're just gonna keep walking around and check it out. And then there's a mall next to here called JJ. So we'll go in after we feel a little too hot and then probably head back from there.
It's easier to love when it's you by my side. Shining through the cracks like the first morning light. Feeling like a child through the days and the nights. Living in your arms as years go by. It's easier to love, oh, oh. Easier to love, oh, oh.
Can we talk about how this right here costs like 1 sing? Basically like 70 cents in the US. Like she put her time into making this too, so 69 cents. Hey, Chantal, what'd you think?
It was great. There was so many aisles. We couldn't decide which direction to go. We didn't know if we had already passed through different areas. Lots of clothing, lots of animals, lots of furniture.
But it was a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah,
We didn't get anything.
no.
Like-
a lot of kitchenware.
Yeah. The only thing I'm in the market for right now is a sticker. I want a Bangkok sticker for my suitcase. That's kind of a thing I'm doing now, is just putting on a sticker for every country or new city that we visit. And what are we doing now?
So we're back at the hotel. We're gonna shower up. We sweated a lot at the market walking around, maybe more than in Singapore.
Maybe.
And then we'll rest a little bit before we get our Thai massage.
That's right. 2-hour Thai massage coming up at Healthland. I want to show you this real quick. So we had a malfunction with the sink, and just like the JW in Singapore, most Marriott hotel properties I think will do something like this. But when they finish fixing something up, they'll usually give you a card that tells you it's done. Oh, they even wrote sorry for the inconvenience. They were really, really nice about it. And we weren't mad or anything. It's just kind of like a little frustration. But they gave us a little chocolate wrench too.
If the sky is falling down on me. My side to live away from me. And if into reality. Nothing like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. 'Cause baby, in your absence, life is boring, so I'll never leave.